He threw that patch on to make it look like he was in a club, but he was never in a club.
They want to be able to tack like 15 felonies upon jaywalking across the street. This outlaw motorcycle member was, and it doesn't matter what they stack on you.
Because they're their friend or they know somebody and they start hanging them around and making them official hang around. Next thing you know, they're prospecting. Before you know it, they got a patch. And I'm going, you've never been in a club.
His dad was a bandito. He borrowed $100 from the club. It might have been 1,000. I don't know. But his own son was 86.
I think it was from that point on, I was like, one day, I'm going to be one of those guys.
And he said, if you don't get on a stand, you're going to lose. You're going to jail. I said, I can't take the stand.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got PeeWee.
I was at my shop. He's standing on his tippy toes trying to be as tall as me. That was one of the times he came to my shop and he was signing books and stuff like that. And again, he was another guy I learned a lot of stuff from, telling me history of the club and stuff like that.
So before you met him, what was thoughts on Sonny? Were people talking about him like he was a
it's like, Sonny this, Sonny that. Everybody had to meet Sonny. And then, I first met him. When I first met him, I was a prospect. He was down talking to this other guy who thought he was some kind of actor or something. He sucked at it, His name ain't even worth mentioning. Matches with Zit. And he was standing there talking to him, and I walked down and said, hey, can I take a picture? And naturally, he jumped in the picture, but I took one with Sonny, when I was prospect in 94. It was pretty cool because later he signed it for me, you know what I mean? I still got it.
No, you got in trouble for taking that picture, didn't you?
Yeah, I did with Pat Matter. I don't know, I upset him. He said that, I don't know, I thought I was too cool for school and that I was getting too big.
Too cool for school?
Yeah, and I didn't understand what he meant at the time, but he tells you to go out and introduce yourself as a prospect to all the new members you can. So that's what you do,
Yeah.
And I was introducing myself and saying where I was from and shit like that. And I don't know, he got a hair up his ass. And I don't know if he thought I was taking phone numbers or pats on the back or whatever the fuck I was doing. But yeah, he flipped out on me. I don't know what his problem was,
All right, I got another picture. Let's go down the circle and do tell me who is who in this picture.
Okay. Well, that's Pat in the front kneeling, and that's Crazy Joe in the background. And hey, trust me, when they call him Crazy Joe, he's Crazy Joe.
Which one, the big guy or?
No, the guy standing right above Pat with the hair back.
To the left, yeah.
Yeah. And then the guy standing right in front of the flag, that's Tank. He passed away. And then next to Tank standing is Rusty. That's Pat's brother. I don't know if Rusty's still alive or not. I met him a couple times. He's pretty nice. And then the guy down in the bottom is Rooster. He was Pat's vice president. I got along with him, as fair as could be. As a matter of fact, I got along with Pat most of the time, but his mood swings were way too fucking much for me. But Crazy Joe, he just got out of the club as I was coming around. As I came around in May of 1994, he was already gone.
And was that the guy that was voting against you to join?
No. He was gone already. And Tank wasn't even at the meeting where they voted me out. Or they didn't really vote me out. Pat just wanted me out.
No, remember you said you wanted to come back and there was a guy that didn't like you.
Oh, no. That dude's name was Hans. He's not even around anymore. No, he's not around.
You got a story about this guy, the big guy in the middle, right?
Yeah, Tank and me, we would bump heads all the time because we're both big guys, He's a big man, as big as you could see him. He was big. And he had that that Barry White voice on him. You know what I mean? When he call you up and where's my pocket money? It was like I don't know. You know, if you owed him money, man, you'd be coughing it up. But he wanted me to make a frame for a picture. And I told him, man, I'm no carpenter. I'll just go have the thing made. And he goes, no, I want you to do it. I just told you I'm no goddamn carpenter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I went and bought the material to make the frame, and I'm trying to glue this thing together, hold it together with staples. Yeah, I did everything I could, you know, to glue this thing. And it was pretty solid. I thought, okay, I got it. I handed it to him. As soon as I hand it to him, you know, he's holding the side of it. He gives it a shake, and the whole thing falls apart. And I'm just standing at the door, and he goes, well, look at this piece of shit. And he throws it like in my face, and he hits me right in the lip, splits my lip. And then when he split my lip, I just looked at him, and he goes, what, you want to do something? He stepped out on the porch. He tried to throw me off the porch. I sidestepped him, threw him to the ground. And everybody come running out of the house, you know, because I got to wait for him to get up before I can start dusting him, you know.
Yeah.
That's the rules. And they, no, man, no. They stopped before we could throw blows, you know what I mean?
Were you a prospect at the time?
Yeah. But yeah, you could fight members. That's what was cool about it, you know?
Yeah.
And I fought my share of them.
Who are these people, if you know who all these people are, any of them?
Oh, that's a really old picture. I know it's Pat down there with the Yippee cowboy hat on there. Well, they all got a lot of cowboy hats, but Pat's got the black one on. Oh, God. I can't remember the guy's name next to Pat. And then there's Rooster. My eyes are really bad. Let me see here. I don't know who that guy is with the white hat on, but I think I'm not sure who the guy is with standing above him with the other white hat. But I think the guy in the middle with the cowboy hat on, that's Gramps. And then there's Tank, of course. The guy next to Pat, I think his name is Billy. I remember him. I met him a couple times in the bar after he left the club. But Gramps was the original founder, the guy in the middle underneath the poster. Yeah, he was the original founder. I would have to like go in the morning over and, you know, he had a horrible stroke, you know, like half his head was missing right here.
From the stroke?
Yeah. I mean, man, he had like a big indent. I mean, huge. It looked like somebody caved his head in with like a hammer or something. But it was part of his head they cut out from the stroke. And we'd have to go over in the morning because some young punk kid rode by and pulled a hat off his head, an angel hat, and took it, you know. So then they said, from now on, you guys walk him to the store. Every morning, bro, you go get the paper and a pack of Lucky Stripes, you know, every morning.
That's some old school right there.
I'd pull up in the car, dude, it'd be 10 below zero, and I go, Gramps, get in the car, I'll drive you to the store. And he'd go, well, yeah, we're walking. I'd be like, son of a...
Especially in Minneapolis.
Right. Then I get him back home as he's going in the door. I'll pat him on the back. Okay, cool. Okay, we'll see you later, Gramps. We'll see you later. Poof, I'm gone, you know.
He's trying to hold you out there and talk, right?
Yeah, he wanted me to come in the house and I don't have breakfast with him like that. But
do you know who this guy is?
That's Flash. And the guy next to him is Molly Marvin. Why, man, I respect the hell out of that dude. He passed away, Molly Marvin.
I think Flash did too, didn't he?
No, Flash is still alive.
Is he?
Yeah.
I heard he passed away.
It breaks my heart. I heard he was talking shit about me, but, you know, he forgets I was the only one out of my charter that didn't want to chip in. I bought him a 30-year pin when his 30 years came in. I bought it out of my pocket and gave it to him. But Molly Marvin, he came out to Sturgis. I'll never forget this. He wrote above my door, tough ain't enough. And I'll never forget it. It's probably still on there.
Probably.
Yeah. Yep. There's
a legendary picture, huh?
That is Steve Tossin, Sonny, and Cisco. 3 legends. You damn right about that.
Who's this guy?
Oh man, that's Blondie, man. He was one of my idols. I love talking to that guy. When I used to go to Europe, I always look for him, always talk to him. He's Hell's Angel all the way, man. He's a good man. I have the utmost respect for that dude right there. Utmost.
And he has a real thick European accent, right? When you talk to him?
Well, he's from Denmark originally, but Blondie is actually like the Sonny Barger of Europe. That's how popular he is. And now he just moved to Moscow, to help them get rolling. I mean, he does whatever he can to help the club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's all about it, bro. He's all about it.
There's a lot of talk, right, about. Let me show you the video.
When you see somebody with an outlaw, you ask to pass them. You don't just throw them around them, all right? You ask to pass them.
So what do you think of that video? When you see somebody with an outlaw patch on, you ask to pass them.
I can't tell you how many times we were in a pack, and I mean a big pack, and bikes blew by us. I never really seen, like, the only time I ever seen that is one time when the Boggles were driving down the road, and our prospect passed one of them, passed like three of them. And they flagged them over to the side of the road, and then when he pulled over and got off, one guy jumped off his bike, says, "Hey, you don't patch full patch members," and started boxing with him, knocked the tooth out of his mouth. They're fighting outside the road. They hear sirens come. They jump on their bikes and they take off. When he came back to the clubhouse, I said, "What the hell happened?" And he told me, and I said, "We can't have that kind of shit." So I called up the president of Boggles and I said, "Hey, man, we got to get this settled, man, or this is going to go into a big blown out war here." And he goes, "What do you want to do?" And I said, "Take three of your guys and that dude that was fighting with my prospect and meet us at a bar." And he goes, "Well, what about, I said some bar." And he said, "Oh, why don't we go here?" I said, "I don't give a where we go. Just be there with the three guys and him. I'll meet you there now." So we jumped in the truck. It was, I think, me, Trey, and Scott. We went over there and then we took Brandon, who this kid couldn't fight for shit, but I mean, either could their guy, thank God. It was like watching two clowns fucking fighting each other, So we get there, I'm drinking a bottle of water, and the Boggle guy says, "Hey, I'm going to put my jacket up on the table, man, so in case I hit the ground, it doesn't disrespect the patch." And I said, "Wow, man, you got a lot of confidence. You got a lot of confidence in yourself, I never think I'm going to hit the floor."
Wait, so this is the guy that's about to fight?
Right. And he takes his patch off, and a gun falls out on the floor, and I says, "Hey, you dropped your gun."